Hello and welcome to the program. It's another edition of Newsroom series, this edition covering Nigeria's Northeast. I am Bukola Koka, and we begin with the top stories. The National Campaign Council of the People's Democratic Party has described Friday's judgment nullifying the Edo State governorship primary as a temporary setback which cannot stand the test of time. Chairman of the council and Adamawa State Governor Hamadu Fintiri says the party will file an appeal. He made the comments during a meeting of the party's National Executive Committee in Abuja with the Edo State National Campaign Council, where he urged members to be steadfast because the PDP is in the race to win. Also speaking at the meeting, the PDP candidate in Edo State, Mr. Sue Igodalu, acknowledges that the forthcoming election isn't going to be an easy one, as there will be many distractions. He, however, expresses hope that the PDP will be victorious, as he and his running mate are ready to give everything they have for the election. In Taraba State, Governor Agbu Kefas is assuring residents of the state of his unflinching dedication to completing all ongoing projects inherited from his predecessor. The governor, during an inspection tour of ongoing construction projects across the state, promised to judiciously utilize resources available transparently to ensure that all nooks and crannies of the state get the impact of good governance. Joined by top government functionaries and heads of security agencies, Governor Kefas commences his tour, first stopping at the Government Day Primary and Secondary School in Tashanyamu, Ardo Kola Local Council area. There, he uncovers the absence of teaching staff, a discovery prompting immediate action. The inspection continues to the Mararaba Baisa Abong Road project in Kurumi Local Council, a crucial 82-kilometer federal road linking multiple local government areas. Governor Kefas engages with contractors and stakeholders who express satisfaction with progress, but voice concerns over security, particularly in the Bisaula community.
Tomorrow we shall be in Bisaula, in Baisa, for a meeting, peaceful meeting, with Naka people, so that we discuss how we shall move to Bisola, because for now they have only allowed me to stay in Sabongida because Bisola is not safe for us. At the end of it, we shall come back to you with the big men of Kurumi, including our honorable member, the commissioners, to come and plead that you give us security to take us to Bisola so that people will see it and know that we are serious on trying to bring peace in Bisola.
From Kurumi, Governor Kefas proceeds to Bali local government area, inspecting the ongoing construction, renovation and remodeling of the Bali General Hospital, left abandoned since the 1980s. Additionally, the governor oversees the construction progress of the government lodge in Bali local government, ensuring compliance with established standards.
Whatever project that my predecessor has embarked on that is in the interest of the people, or previous government that is in the interest of the citizen of Taraba State, I have no reason not to ensure that that project is completed. So, and as a governor that is elected by the people for their interests, I have to squeeze out time to come physically on ground to see what is going on, so that whatever I'm going to pay the contractors, I should be able to justify that payment, because every resources must be judiciously applied for the people.
The Mararaba Baisa Abong Road, pivotal for regional connectivity, aims to facilitate access to the proposed Mambila hydroelectric power project site and the Republic of Cameroon. More on infrastructure development now. The Managing Director of the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, Mr. Mohammed Al-Kali, assures that the Commission will soon reconstruct the damaged Waga-Madagali Bridge linking Adamawa and Borno states. The managing director gave this assurance during an inspection of projects being executed by the commission in Adamawa State. According to him, the bridge, if allowed to collapse, would cut off the road linking the two states. He therefore assures that all challenges faced by contractors executing the commission's projects in the state will be looked into for timely completion.
This inspection by a delegation team of the Northeast Development Commission, led by its managing director Mohammed Al-Khali, is to assess the progress made on its interventions, identify challenges, and come up with solutions across the 3 senatorial zones of Adamawa State. The team proceeds to inspect other projects, such as the Song Mega School, the Garkida Dabna Road, and some communities abandoned at the peak of insurgency. The Waga Madagali Road linking Adamawa and Borno states is at the risk of collapse. Following appeals, the commission is here to see things for itself.
You can see this is a very dangerous spot. This road, if it is cut off completely, there is no way going from here to Maiduguri and other places beyond. So we're going to look at it very carefully and see what we can do.
Some residents in the community appeal for urgency in the intervention to ease movement of people and also boost agriculture hampered by activities of insurgents in the area.
There is security, but we need more. At least most of this village, there is no security. People cannot go to farm successfully and come back.
And we'll be happy if government will do something possible to see that this bridge have been built.
The NEDC boss promises quick intervention for the road development.
We provide a circle of solution to those problems so that those roads will be completed as soon as possible.
These interventions by the Northeast Development Commission, when completed, will bring relief to these communities in Adamawa State.
In his administration's bid to tackle climate change, Governor Inuwa Yahaya is going full circle with his tree planting campaign after raising 4 million trees in his first 4 years in office. Through the jointly funded Agro-Climatic Resilience and Semi-Arid Landscapes project, Governor Yahaya, also nicknamed the Green Governor, may be rewriting the narrative of Gombe from being the gully erosion capital of the Northeast, with over 200 active gullies, to becoming a model using its desert to green forest land approach.
He isn't dubbed the Green Governor for nothing. This time, Governor Inuwa Yahaya headlines the Green Revolution in Gombe State by launching the Gombe Goes Green 3G project. Through the 3G project, Gombe State has been collaborating with relevant stakeholders and development partners to plant 1 million trees annually. This next campaign phase sees the government targeting 1.7 million trees.
We have successfully addressed and remediated several severe gully sites in Gombe State, bringing relief to affected communities and safeguarding the lives and livelihoods of our people. Through the Gombe Goes Green initiative, we planted about 4 million trees in order to mitigate desert encroachment, prevent erosion, and reverse land degradation. It is therefore clear that our resolve to take climate action through sustainable tree planting over the past 5 years is born out of the need to address the visible adverse effects of climate change on our environment, economy, and agriculture at large.
Community interest groups selected from various parts of the state were giving funding towards smart agriculture and rural resilience project, as the governor reminds them that saving the environment is a collective responsibility.
This facility is not a grant or a government largesse, but a loan that must be repaid within the stipulated time to allow other members of the community to benefit. The loan should be used prudently to improve agricultural production, enhance food security, and uplift community welfare. The aim is to create employment opportunities, especially for vulnerable groups such as women, people with special needs, and the youth. We will closely monitor the use of these funds to ensure they enhance the capacity of community and farmer groups to practice climate-smart agriculture, promote sustainable agricultural practices, address local conflicts, and foster mutual understanding and peace in our communities.
Rated the best among the 19 implementing states in the north, Gombe State Akresel says its plans have come out in flying colors, largely because of Governor Inuwa Yahia's passion for greening the environment. Before the launch of the 2024 tree planting campaign, Akresel had invaded the nooks and crannies of Gombe State with its mandate of planting trees by building orchards and gardens.
Your Excellency, we have adhered to the instruction you have given to us to ensure that we identify people that are business-oriented, people that have carved a niche for themselves, people that are without blasphemy, that will utilize this particular fund that will be given to them to turn around the economy.
It has also partnered with Jewel Bikers Motorcycle Club to plant trees in Kaltungo, thereby encouraging the Federal Polytechnic Kaltungo to pioneer environmental science courses.
People must have been seeing us flying our bikes across the nation, on all the highways, thinking that our aim is just to be riding up and down. No, that's not. We look back to where we live, the communities, our societies, our environment, from the wealth of what we are endowed with. So we use this medium to actually combat desertification in our societies. And not only planting of trees, we are into a lot of charity activities.
The mass tree planting exercise is ongoing in all 114 wards of Gombe State.
As a chairman of Kaltungo local government, I will encourage people to embark on this tree planting. And it can be a source of employment to other people as youth. Whenever we plant those trees, we will ask them or will pay them to be watering it every month. It can help the program.
Kaltungo is a place with a special wind that used to cause a lot of havoc. So with this kind of trees, honestly planted, to provide a kind of shelter belt to most of the buildings that we have in the institution. So we are very, very happy and we appreciate the effort of these people that have at least conducted this tree planting campaign at the Federal Polytechnic Kaltungo.
Akresel hopes to reverse desertification and onslaught of giants gullies by going full throttle in the pursuit of its mandate of saving the environment, even as it aims ultimately at a sustainable environment for the preservation of lives and property for future generations.
When Newsroom series return, we'll have more on Gombe State's Green Revolution campaign. Stay with us. Welcome back. About 5 million farmers and fishermen in Yobe and Jigawa states have lost their means of livelihood due to the proliferation of taifa grass that block the free flow of water from the Hadejia and Unguru wetland. The residents revealed that in the last 3 decades, many farmers and fishermen have either abandoned their occupation or migrated to some parts of the country due to poor harvest. In this special report, Channels Television examines the efforts of the Yobe State government to acquire an amphibian excavator, popularly known as Swambugi, as it commences the dredging of the wetland to allow free flow of water from the upper stream of the Yobe axis of River Kumodugu.
Farming and fishing activities along the Hadejia Nguru wetland in Yobe and Jigawa states has suffered serious setbacks due to proliferation of taifa grass, known locally as kachala. The grass, which is deeply rooted, stops overruns plantations and inhibits the free flow of water. The situation has forced many farmers in Yobe and Jigawa states to migrate to nearby states of Taraba and Adamawa due to poor harvest.
During the bumper harvest we have done before coming up with the Kachala, one person will get at least 10 or 100 of bags of rice. But when now we are farming sesame, you will spend over 2 to 3 million, but you can hardly get a profit of 200,000 naira. Some you can take 2 to 3 years with less profit.
Jama'a suna dewa We are many in this area, and we do not have enough flow of water to our farms. The lack of water has affected us negatively. By God's grace, with the efforts of the governor, Mai Malabuni, people of Jigawa State would also benefit from the gesture.
Recently, the Yobe State government, under its World Bank program, Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes, acquired an excavator to dredge waterways to allow free flow of water, especially for the irrigation farmers.
His Excellency mandated that this taifa must be cleared as far as immediately. So this machine will stay here permanently till when there is no taifa in this area. And from one location to the other, the machine will be locomoting in the basin. That was the main reason why the package comes with a lobet to ease for the ease of transportation by moving the heavy duty from one location to the other.
Chairman of Nguru local government area of the state, Ahmed Merami, expressed his joy over the development.
Your Excellency, we are short of words to express our happiness, to express our gratitude to you. May Allah, in His infinite mercy, fulfill all your current endeavors and your endeavors. Yes.
The residents are hopeful for full restoration of agricultural and economic activities when the dredging is completed.
More from Yobe State, and in an effort to mitigate the rising desert encroachment, the state government, in partnership with the Save the Children group, has embarked on a tree planting exercise of 1,000 trees across 10 schools in the state. Flagging off the exercise at Mamudo in the state, the field manager of the Save the Children group, Mr. Mark Umaru, explained that the aim is to inculcate the habit of tree planting in the pupils and students in junior secondary schools. The exercise, which took place in 3 local government areas of Fika, Fune and Potiskum, is to be supervised by the school-based management committee.
Save the Children in Yobe as our contribution to tackling the challenge of climate change. We have carried out this tree planting campaign, which covers 10 schools across 3 LGAs of Potiskum, Fika and Fune local government area. And the objective is twofold. The first is to contribute to reviving livelihood activities, and that is why we have distributed some economic trees, such as mango, cashew, and guava. And the second objective is for these trees to serve as windbreakers. As we know, in Yobe, we have the issue of strong winds, which come with rain and sandstorm. So these trees will also mitigate the impact of strong winds and reduce damage to infrastructure. The first thing we have done is, because the tree planting campaign was carried out both in schools and in the communities, in schools, we have built the capacities of the SBMCs, the school-based management committees, as well as community volunteers and community members on how best to manage these trees.
And now let's return to Gombe State as we get more on the Green Revolution campaign of the administration of Inuwa Yahaya. We have joining us on the program to further this discussion, the project coordinator, Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes, ACRISL in Gombe State, Mr. Sani Jaura. Mr. Jaura, thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
Good afternoon to you. Now, appropriately, tell us more about the Gombe State government's quest to change the story from one of gully erosion to a green state.
Thank you very much once again. Gombe State, as literature have shown, is the erosion capital of the northeastern part of Nigeria, and His Excellency, in his effort to change the narrative, since he assumed duty as the governor, have done a lot by supporting the defunct Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project, NEWMAP, You recall Gombe, alongside other northern Nigerian states, were among the 23 states that participated in the new map. And Gombe joined the league of those states in 2015 and became disbursement effective in 2016. But was unable to match the ground running until when His Excellency, the Governor, came on board in 2019. Then he provided the needed counterpart funding to the project. Consequently, the state was able to address one of the goals that is life-threatening. I'm referring to the one in Gombe State University that span about 7.5 kilometers of land. A lot of infrastructure, multi-billion naira across the university community, and a railway line, and down at the far end of the gully where the hardworking members of the Gombe State community that are hardworking living there, whose infrastructure over decades were being washed away by the menace of flooding, were safeguarded. And we have also succeeded in establishing under new map about 363 hectares of woodlot plantation across the 11 LGS of the state. 10 of them are up to 10 hectares, and we have 20 of them also 20 hectares. So I want to assure you now, with the coming of agroclimatic resilience, which is the outcome of the new map, Gombe is going to address multidimensional environmental degradation facing the state. Now we have taken the second one, spanning about 22 kilometers from the Federal College of Education down to Ligi Hill. And the work has so far gone up to 55% completion. And we have up to 500 direct beneficiaries and 1.5 million indirect beneficiaries. And this works, just like that of the Gombe State University, is going to be accompanied by bioremediation of green investment across both sides of the gully. Again, you recall a few days ago, His Excellency flagged off the tree planting campaign for the year 2024. Under it, in particular, this very year, we intend to plant not less than 1,900 and something hectares of land across the state. A lot of people will be gainfully employed as a result of this intervention, because we are adopting, in the wisdom of the governor and the World Bank, what we call community-driven development, whereby the members of the community where the project will be domiciled will be involved from the first point of implementation of the project to the end. They will have that opportunity to be planting the trees, to be nursing the trees up to their own maturity. And there is going to be stipend that will be given to them at each and every point of the implementation. And again, we are, as a project, going to partner with one of our champions, Her Excellency, the wife of the Governor, Hajia Asmau Inouye Haya. She intends to use those green investment that we are going to provide across the 11 LGS of the state as a demonstration plot for her own effort to support the initiative of the wife of the president, home gardening. Through the home gardening, a lot of women will get sources of livelihoods as initiated by the wife of the president, Senator Remi Tinubu.
All right. Based on the projections that you have made and past efforts now, let's track the results that you may have recorded from the commencement of this Green Revolution campaign of the administration. The report says that you had achieved a number of millions of trees in the first 4 years. And during that time as well, there has been an encouragement of smart agriculture amongst the locals. So what are the results, tangible results that you have seen as a result of past efforts, particularly in Gombe State's agricultural development and, commerce, industrial commerce within the metropolis?
Some of the results that someone can see visibly is that before the coming of this administration to embark upon this kind of campaign of tree planting, Gombe is rated among the desert corridor states, particularly the northern part of the state. But because of this kind of intervention, now Gombe is being gradually removed from the list of states that are in the corridor states of desert encroachment. And a lot of lands that were before the coming of this administration degraded as a result of farming activities, as environmentalists, those that we refer to as the greatest enemies of the environment are people that practice agriculture.
All right.
They cut down numerous number of trees to create farmlands, but with the coming of this administration, we encourage them to go into agroforestry. This tree planting will go on, and the planting of normal agricultural activities will also go on. So if you move around the state,
all right.
the issue of
just land on that thought so that we can wrap up.
Hello?
Just land on that thought so that we can wrap up.
All right, thank you very much. As a government under His Excellency Muhammadu Yahaya, we have kept this campaign very closer to our heart, and we are going to sustain that momentum to make sure that Gombe succeeded in providing the needed green investment, to make sure that the effect of climate change is being absorbed.
Yes,
provide
and indeed,
our farmers with drought-resistant seedlings.
Indeed, you have our best wishes on that. Thank you so much, Mr. Sani Jaura. Thank you so much for your time on the program. We've been talking with Mr. Sani Jaura, a CRISL coordinator in Gombe State. Thank you so much for your time. The Bauchi State Governor, Mr. Bala Mohammed, has expressed deep concern over the security situation in Bauchi City, suggesting potential sabotage within the government ranks. He notes that while improvements had been observed previously, recent developments indicate a worsening trend highlighted by an influx of criminals into the city.
3 or 4 weeks absence, we have seen the resurgence of Sarasuka, as if somebody is sabotaging us. This thing has been decimated completely, and I wonder why it should come back. The same community relation, the same strategy. That is very worrisome. I told you all of us are policemen. We must be able to secure our communities. We cannot surrender our state or our capital to any miscreants or charlatans.
And that's it on the program. We'll be back again next week with another round of editions covering different regions of the country. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.